feel it in the air. The summer's out of reach. Empty lake, empty streets. The sun goes down alone. I'm driving by your house, though I know you're not home. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and your sunglasses on, babe. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. I never will forget those nights. I wonder if it was a dream. Remember how you made me crazy. Remember how I made you scream. Now I don't understand what happened to our love. Babe, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. I see you walking real slow and smiling at everyone. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Saw a dead hair sticker on a Cadillac. A little voice inside my head said, don't look back, you can never look back. I thought I knew what love was, what did I know? Those days are gone forever, I should just let them go. But I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got the top pulled down, radio on, babe. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. And I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got that hair slicked back and your wayfarer's on, babe. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone.
And I grew up in a little town north of LA, Ventura area, Santa Barbara. Reading the LA Times, all you saw was about Greg Lee. So when I finally met him, I was like, wow, who is this guy?
He told us he was Robert Redford.
Well, look at that. He could be. Is that a good-looking guy or what?
Yeah.
But you know, he was so intelligent.
He also coined. He's not on. He also coined the term for Coach Wood, you're just a walking antique.
Wait, we won't go there, Bill. But this guy was so intimidating. He was so smart and so intelligent and so confident, you know. And it wasn't until I realized that he really cared about people that my thinking started to change, and I started to enjoy him and eventually, you know, love him as a teammate and a friend. But when, you know, someone mentioned Lennon, Adam mentioned John Lennon earlier. When I think of Greg, I think of the song Imagine. I mean, that's the kind of guy he was. He was a Renaissance guy, and he was always pushing things to the limit.
Well, I want to tell the story about what you described Greg Lee as, because you were already on the Lakers, and you guys were a great, great team, and then Magic joined the team. And all the reporters were all just gaga over Magic just being fantastic, and so they go to Kareem, and they say, so Kareem, tell us how great it is to play with Magic. And Kareem goes, hey, I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, get out of my face. And then they called Norm Nixon over, and they said, so Norm, what's it like to play with Magic? And Norm said, I'm Norm Nixon, what are you asking me for, man? So then they come to Jamal, as nice a person as ever been in the world, and they said, Jamal, what was it like to play, you know, with Magic Johnson out there, and all these great passes? And Jamal looked at him, and he said, hey, I played with Greg Lee.
That's true.
Hold on just a second. My name's Andy, and I had to thank Greg for parking my butt on the bench for my senior year in college. But also, I as a senior, these young men here with Greg were sort of looked upon as the three amigos, you know, these three extraordinary players. But I think for most people in the public, they thought Greg was sort of the tail of the dog. What a joke. Jamal was about 11 years old, and that's the most I have ever heard him talk in my life. Bill couldn't talk, which for those of you who remember, it was kind of pleasant, but he couldn't speak. Greg spoke for all of them.
He did.
And by the way, he spoke for all of you guys.
He did.
And really, because everyone has commented on that, Greg brought a confidence bordering on brashness, arrogance, a little bit of that too. But the truth of it is that, you know, to see these two guys who are both in the Hall of Fame, they're both actually really sweet guys, which I don't think I described Greg as a really sweet guy. When you played ball with him, he was not a sweet guy. And he brought that to these two guys, and then quite frankly, and you know, Lisa, I sat there and watched, he sacrificed his game to make them stars. And I watched. They were the greatest team in the history of college basketball.
Rock and roll is here to stay. It's better to burn out than to fade away. My, hey, hey. This is the story